My piece titled The Brand is more of a reflection of myself, or like past concepts or a past mindset that I used to have that was honestly pretty toxic. I feel as though that this is a certain mindset that a lot of people still have, and a lot of people kind of expose on a day-to-day basis. When it comes to people who make certain kind of content on the internet or take up a certain profession, it seems as though that's all that we label them as. Like, we can't see them as anything past that. So in a sense that we can only see them as like an object of our desires, or we can only see them as somebody or we can only see them as their profession, if you will. And it kind of seems like we forget that they are human beings. You know what I mean? So with the woman in this piece, she has a brand on her back, and that's just not something that you can really put on yourself. Even though that she may have chosen this path and chosen like this career for herself, this brand on her back was put on by someone else. That was put on by the cameraman that's illustrated in this piece. So in a sense, it is the viewers of this content that are labeling and branding this woman that she is nothing more than a tool for them to find pleasure. Now with this piece, I wanted to show an interesting perspective, even though it's like this is kind of something that also gets overlooked. So like when it comes to this topic, we always put the blame on the people who take up this profession, right? But then we never really talk about the audience. We don't talk about the viewers or the people who buy this kind of content in the first place. We don't ever really look at them, but it's those people who put labels onto others and don't see that they themselves are also tools in a bigger, more sinister plot. I really love how I kind of went about making this piece, because, you know, obviously I put the woman in the foreground, and that's where people's eyes are like automatically drawn to. They see her first. And I think that's just how a lot of people view this conversation in the first place. Like, these content creators are the topic of the conversation, while the audience and while the people who buy this content are never really talked about in the first place. So that's why I had him in the background. He's just somebody that's just sitting in the reflection. He's not really like part of the conversation, not really part of the piece. He just so happens to be there as if he's like a background character. This piece was more so up for interpretation, but I really love how I was able to kind of convey how I felt within this piece.